Steve, Lee, I don't recognise you, mate. I really don't. I'm sorry to say. It's like you're a totally transformed kid from, coming when I chatted to you against your defeat to Matty Aspel, which you avenged in the next fight, to the fight in Bolton where you actually look really, really, really nasty. To this kid, which was a step up for you. A guy had, just coming off a win. Had a few more wins behind his name than most of your opponents hadn't, and you punished him in there. It was really nice to see, mate. No. Your movement, it was like I didn't realise. I didn't think I was watching the same fighter, mate. You transformed within 3 fights.
Well, I'm gonna have to give credit to my trainer here, Lee Beard, because you know what. This guy doesn't get half the credit, he gets basically. The thing is, I'm not saying this because I'm with this guy. I've trained with a lot of trainers, with a lot of coaches, and I have to say, in all honesty, he's genuinely world class, and I genuinely believe he is one of the best trainers in this country.
Well, I think you've got a good reputation as it is.
He has his reputation with himself. The fighters that he's been with, Ricky Hatton, Mendes, world champions, former world champions. It's like, obviously, but I have to give a lot of credit to Lee's. He's really, we've been working this for I think since September, October, so 3 months, yeah. Honestly, it feels like 3 years. I love this guy. Honestly, I do.
I love chatting to the fighters when they're early. Most of the kids that I interview are making their debuts or fought under 10 fights. So I enjoy that because I like to see an improvement with each fight. And that's why I get to see. Hopefully by the time they get to 10 or 12 fights, you can see whether they're going to be the finished article or not. And the improvement I've seen with yourself, Arthif, is quite phenomenal.
I appreciate it, thank you. You know what, I have to say, to be honest, I'm actually a harsh critic of myself, I have to be honest. Sometimes I need people around like Lee and so forth to say, hang on a second, relax, it wasn't actually that bad or anything like that. I mean, personally, I know what I can do and I know, what I've been doing. I really believe I could have stopped this guy. And so I wasn't entirely happy with my performance, and I thought I could have done a lot better.
You had over a couple of times. To be honest, it was a slip, though, wasn't it?
First one was a slip. Second one definitely knocked him down. I was like, okay, perfect. I walked off because I caught him with a left hook. He went down, and then the ref goes, "No slip." And I said to the ref, I hit him with a left hook. I actually said it to him. He goes, "No, slip." And I was like, that was a definite knockdown. And then I was just scratching my head. And one of the cameramen upstairs, he said to me that was a definite knockdown. He said he's captured the shot, and he goes 100%. He goes, you hit with the left hook. So I definitely knocked him down. I can't remember if it was the second or third round, but it was definitely knockdown. So and then when I finished, I was like, okay, all 4 rounds, but the MC said 3 rounds to 1, 39 points. I was thinking, oh, he's giving me 1 round, and I was thinking, he didn't win a round, and I instantly, he's a lovely guy. The ref, I have a lot of respect for him. I asked him.
A couple of occasions today when I didn't think the other kid deserved a round. Same with Jack Armfield.
Right.
Dan Blackwell thought it was a class performance by Jack Armfield, and
So I asked the referee. I said, "What round did you give him incidentally?" He goes, "Second." I said, "Really?" And I was scratching my head. But anyway, main thing is got the win, and
Well, is this something that's going to continue, you two?
Absolutely.
You're going to stay here because you've like you said, you've been to a lot of different gyms.
Yes.
You've mainly trained yourself the majority of the time.
Yeah, I have.
And
it's beautiful.
You know you can't do that.
Not
at a professional level.
It's beautiful. Lee's been fantastic. He's bringing the best out of me, and I'm not the finished article yet. Definitely, there's a lot more to come. Lot more to come. And I've got to say a big thanks to Lee Beard, to John Williams, my strength conditioning trainer, Eddie Mustafa. Keep on the phone with him, to keep in touch with him on the phone regularly, and he's really has obviously done a lot for me in the past. And obviously we've got and the team that we have is honestly phenomenal. It's beautiful. We've got Jimmy Kelly. You know, he's fantastic. You've seen him how he's really
Massive
coming up
transformation.
fantastic. We've got Vijender Singh. We've got Jason Sinnott who's fighting
That's
next
young
week.
kid who's
Next week he's
Jim Rams
fighting.
down with you.
Next week.
5-0 or something. Fighting down at Wales.
In Cardiff,
Yep,
Yeah.
he's fighting in Cardiff next week on the Box Nation show. We've got Adrian Gonzalez. You know, he's
back
looking
now,
sharp.
isn't he?
He's coming on soon. You know, he's going to make a lot of noise. Craig Bunny's he's out with his hand injury, but he's going to be making some noise
I've
as
heard a lot
well.
about Craig because he was a Northside fighter as well, wasn't he, a few years ago? And I think he's what is it, an 8-1 or something?
One draw,
record?
yeah. 9-1 draw.
Which he got robbed, to be honest. But but yeah. So it's, you know what, it's a fantastic team that we have. We all, you know, get on really well. You know, we're obviously at, you know, Bobby Rimmer's gym, and you know they've got fantastic. You know, lots of Bobby was
young Bobby had a good win with Charlie Schofield
yeah,
today.
he
I did see the fight, but
Well, do you know something? I've been following Charlie. You know, I was there at his first fight, and massive improvement. I think over the last 3 fights, again, a similar transformation to yourself. He's been working closely with young Bobby, and working really hard together. And the hard work's paying off. And I can't wait to see the work that you've been doing with Jimmy. When will Jimmy be out? Jimmy Kelly Jr.
Spoke to Frank, looking at middle of January or early February. Just waiting for that confirmation. But
I think a lot of people will be surprised, won't they?
yeah, they will. He's come on a lot in the last couple of months. He's like, as you've seen him inspiring, like you know, he's a different fighter.
A totally different fighter. As you are.
Everything's just
So you do something right, mate.
everything in the last 4 or 5 weeks just clicked for him, and everything's come together now.
Honestly, you know what, I love the way he his I always say that a top trainer, they've got 3 main qualities. It's their knowledge and understanding of the game. Number 2 is their ability to articulate and relay that to the fighter, and 3 is how they, you know, their character and how they gel with their fighter. And in my you know opinion, he's got all 3, ticks all 3 boxes. And the thing is, his knowledge of the game is phenomenal. The way he dissects things and analyzes things, breaks things down, makes you understand the method behind the madness, as it were. It really is. I'm not saying that because he's here, but you know, God bless him and preserve him. And you know what? And
I mean, I was asking you. I remember when I was down at the gym I'd just been doing with Charlie, and we were chatting afterwards. And I said, like, obviously, I know the connection through Ricky, and that's how he was getting into it there. But you was a boxer, amateur boxer yourself, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Down at Eccles, was that?
Yeah, he's Barton trained there for a while, and Champs Camp was training with Ozzy Maddox.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like that.
That was great. Like you said, when I was growing up, Champs Camp was like the be all and end all, because that was the first gym.
Long history.
Well, it was not that, it was the fact it was the first gym where the amateurs actually trained with the pros.
Yeah.
You know, when it wasn't really, you know, it was frowned upon. And I remember going to Champs Camp and, you know, being blown away. You'd see all the pictures there, because in the 90s they dominated British boxing, didn't they? You know, with Ensley, Maurice Arco, Carl Thompson, you know, Frank Grant, you know, everyone. One of my favourites was boxing there with Lee, a little kid from Yorkshire, Peter Judson.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, Peter was hard as nails, he was in. I think he won the British title there.
Michael Broder.
Yeah.
He's trainer as well.
So, yeah, it was a cracking period. But you're developing your style now, isn't it, mate? You've like, you know, I remember most coaches now, they have to be very adaptable. And you know, you go to a coach and he has to work with the fighter, and I know you do work with the fighters, but I think you're developing a style a bit like the Ingram's camp. If you wanted to fight like an Ingles fighter, you go to Ingles camp, because that was the best place to go. You're very American.
yes.
No, you don't. You know, you'll fight, and like I say, people will see this with the transformation that you've made with Jimmy Kelly, because he's not the same fighter.
I like that. I do like that style, like the science behind the boxing. You know, look.
You do believe in hitting and not being hit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Great footwork.
Limit the amount of times you get caught. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
What
one of
work
the
distance?
best. This is one of the biggest reasons I gelled immediately with him, because I have that American mentality. You know, obviously training. You know, been to 4 camps over at Mayweather Boxing Club with Eddie Mustafa and all the top fighters there. So that's the understanding and the school of thought, as it were.
Well, what's your ambitions now then? Because I mean, how old are you? You just coming up to 30 year?
21. No, but listen, this is my last 4-rounder. I actually was close to doing a 6-rounder now, and I said to Steve, I said, look, and I gave him a name who was high in the rankings. I said, listen, I want him. Steve said, look, just hold
Baby
the horses.
steps.
Yeah,
Literally baby
let's do this one first. And I was like, okay. And that's the other thing. I think sometimes I wanted to do things myself. Now I'm like relaxed, and I'm listening more to Lee, listening more to Steve, my manager and stuff. So, I'm also, want to listen and hold the horse, as it were, sort of thing. But from next year, early next year, do my first 6-rounder. I want to do 2, see maybe if there's necessary. But I really do want to just step up and crack up. Yeah, 100%. I just always want to say a big thanks to all my family, friends, and supporters. This is my 3rd fight back to back. I've fought in September, October, now November. I've had so much support. This time I always have support from my hometown of London. This time I had people coming from Glasgow, Scotland, from Wales, from Liverpool, from Birmingham, and it's very humbling, and especially from the dental and medical profession. I'm getting a lot of support and backing from them. I
enjoy watching someone's journey, and like I say, no one knows how far anyone can go until you start that journey. So I don't knock anyone there, and as long as I keep seeing improvements, every time I see an improvement, puts a little smile on my face, and you put a massive smile on my face today. I thought it was a big improvement. The kid came to win. He was looking, he was trying, and you punished him, and just the fact that you punished him and made him miss, which was nice to see. That's proper boxing.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do that. I used to get hit a lot. Hence my flat nose. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Lee, I look forward to speaking to you.
Just a final one. This win, I want to dedicate this to Diane Kelly, Jimmy Kelly's mother.
Oh yeah, it was her birthday, wasn't it?
It was her birthday today, 46th birthday today. She passed away a few years ago due to cancer, unfortunately, very tragically. Obviously Jimmy's my stable mate, and Jimmy's father, he's also works my corner. He did my corner for the last fight as well. So I've never met her. I've heard so much lovely things about her, an amazing woman she was, and I want to dedicate this win, even though I never met her or anything, about her character, is sort of inspired me as how loving and affectionate she was. And I want to dedicate this win to her.
Right, well said, and congratulations to both of you. You're doing wonders.
Cheers,
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.